Welcome back to Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libbie, and we are Webcast One Live. In studio with us is Jeff Hanna. Jeff is with the Touchstone Executive Development Group, and we're talking about leadership. Jeff, tell me, is leadership something that's innate? I mean, are people born leaders, or is it really something that you can teach people how to be a leader?
Well, I think it's a fair question. I think people have struggled with that for decades. Is it something that I can naturally step into, or is it something that I can grow and develop and nurture? The great man theory of the early 19th century really suggested there were certain people with certain traits who at certain times in history stepped forward and exhibited those leadership skills, however that was defined. I think what the research has suggested over the last 70, 75 years is that that's not necessarily the case. And my own personal theory is that people have a bucket of leadership that they bring to the table, and that bucket can include strengths, areas they're comfortable in, things they're good at. It can also include areas that they're, where the bucket is a little thin or the water line is a little bit low. And so the challenge then is to, if somebody's become a good leader or become a good manager, to take what's already in the bucket and then maybe add some more water, some more of those skills and characteristics and traits. So that's the challenge really of not only of a leadership development person or a coach, but it's also the challenge of anybody who's in a leadership role, anybody who's being asked to develop other people. So I think that there are people that come to the table with a good set of skills and characteristics, but I think even the person that maybe doesn't have a full bucket, we can still work with them, we can still grow some of those areas and add the water, add the components to give them a full bucket to make them effective. And ultimately when we look at leadership or management, you have to look at what kind of results do I produce. Do I produce revenues? Do I allow people to grow and develop and move up in an organization? Whatever criteria or standard we use, ultimately we have to produce results to be considered effective.